Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, I was farming this guy, and I managed to get his headgear. Um, I was only able to get one copy of the headgear. I was trying to get his weapon, but it took me so long to get the frickin' weapon that I was just like, screw it, and I decided to spawn it in using a code editor. The weapon isn't that good, honestly. There's another bleed greatsword you can get that's better than this in every way. I just got a copy of it to show it off. Under normal circumstances, you would have to... Actually, why don't I just run through and try to beat this catacomb? So the Imped Wolf is a pretty good piece of equipment and increases your endurance. I personally prefer it to the Imped Cap, since higher endurance helps. I was gonna say, if I got the weapon from him this time, I'm going to cry, but no. So, good thing about this catacomb, the, entrance to the boss, or the switch that allows you to access the boss arena, is very close by. That's about it for the positives, though. There's a rune arc here. And some ghost glovewort. Common find in catacombs like this. Oh, Brave Glovewort 3, that's actually pretty good. There we are. So in here is another hidden room. Marvelous. Okay, he killed me. I also increased my arcane slightly, even though I don't think I'm going to be using it at all, but... I just want to increase it enough to be able to use the, dragon... to use some of the Dragon Communion incantations. They're all pretty damn powerful. Even the bitch tier ones that aren't as strong as the named dragon incantations are still pretty powerful in their own right, so I plan on getting a few of the generic ones. Marvelous. Again, Sword Stance is good at just clapping these guys. Got another Imped Wolf, and that's just with basic item drop. Okay. Oh, one thing you can do in dungeons like this is using an item that has a high area of effect, like Margot's Shackle, will trip and activate a lot of the hidden walls around here. I think that's good to know. I think that's very good to know. One flurry of Sword Stance is usually enough to kill these things in one go. Go. Being able to put Sword Stance on a spear is very good. And over here is the Watchdog Staff. It's a very powerful weapon. It's a colossal weapon. It has a magic attack weapon art, which is quite powerful, especially when considering that you don't need any intelligence to use this whatsoever. You just need an unhealthy amount of strength to be able to physically wield it. Okay. See if I can get the jump on these guys. Nope, ow, he got the jump on me too. Fuck. Oh, because there are 3 of them here. I think some of these are the Fang variety. Living stones here too, nice. Yeah, you can tell these are the these have the imped fanged, which increase your strength. When it comes to strength increase, I'd rather use the Radagon seal. Relicaria Soldier's Ashes, always good find, always good find. Oh no. Okay, managed to avoid that. I'm going to rest up before I face off against the boss. Sword Stance is a very powerful Ash of War to have. Especially since it has very good tracking and it allows you to just sneak up around the enemy when they're moving. A third imped wool. My god. This is just my luckiest frickin' day now, isn't it? Also, one thing to note about the imps is that throwing crystal darts at them will... The best way I can describe it is it like it reprograms them. These things aren't alive, they're machines. So might as well show it with that guy down there. Hitting them enough times with the crystal darts will, as you can see, the spark effect basically trips with their brain, causing them to attack each other if they're in groups. Let's see if I can show it off against these guys. Of course that affected me. Why wouldn't? Why wouldn't it? I think he's going to start attacking his Patriots now. No, he's going after me. That's fine. One stone, fire, flame, smithing stone. Fine, fine. Again, out of all the impeds, the one that I would recommend you get is the imped wolf, just because the higher endurance is much more useful than any of the other buffs you get from this. I have no idea why that one was immobile the entire time, but screw it. That helps. And the good thing is there is a Stake America here, so if I die to the boss, which is definitely possible, I can always just respawn here and try again. Let's buff this with fire. Oh, marvelous. Spirit Caller Snail, who summoned a Crucible Knight to assist them. You can always tell what the Spirit Caller Snail is by where the, like, a little bit of luminosity is. Just avoid the Crucible Knight Advance as quickly as you can to where the snail is and try to take her out. Not Silurius over here won't be as much of a threat if you just ignore her, because the snail is what's keeping her alive. Glorious. Again, the greatsword isn't all that important. If you can get it, great. If you can't, don't sweat it. It's not important at all. Might as well get a very powerful Spirit Ash while I'm here. There are 2 Spirit Ashes that allow you to, or that assist you at fighting the boss at range and up close. One of them is right here in Liurnia stage. The other is the Ancestral Follower. His ashes are a bit harder to come by. You have to go down to the Shifra River in Windgrave and do this whole puzzle where you run around and activate beacons. Their armor, at least, is okay. If there's any item that I would recommend you try farming off these guys, it's their weapon. The Vulgar Militia has a pretty good glaive. Get out of the way. Heal! Thankfully, these Vulgar Militiamen, although they still hit rather hard, are nowhere near as powerful as the ones in the Dragon Barrow. I already got some copies of their weapons, so not gonna worry about that. Herb's always good. Let's see, the catacombs that beacon was pointing to should be close by. There they are. Well, here are the cliff bottom catacombs. Home to some more of those imps, and also some buff our weapon again. This spear has excellent range. It doesn't have infinite range, though. Resin is always a good find. Brave Violets are pretty good. There is a great sword wielding imp right here in this hallway, so this is another decent area to perform for the imp head wolf and the other imp related items. Okay, there goes the cat-headed imp. Nice. So now up here you're going to find some omen. They hit hard, but they're susceptible to sleep, and they're also susceptible to bleed. One thing that makes Blood Flame Blade good is that along with doing just raw bleed damage, it also applies the damage over time that causes the bleed to build up slowly. And as it builds up, it can cause like a delayed bleed effect, which is quite valuable. Okay. When it comes to the Omen, the attacks that you should worry about are the ones where they strike at you with their hands and feet rather than when they hit you with their weapon, because you can deflect the weapon attack that they do, but you can't really deflect the... Oh, wonderful, I died. For whatever reason, the Windows search bar is showing pictures of, sandwiches. If I had to take a stab in the dark, I'd say that's part of some promotion that I'm not entirely aware of. Anyway. Where is that greatsword? Bloodhound's Fang will prove to be an excellent asset here since it causes bleed damage. One weapon that I feel should also cause bleed damage is the Monk's Flame Blade. It's a curved sword with a fire design. I feel like bleed makes sense because that's basically the same like logic behind the naming of the Flamberge weapon. Okay, that guy dropped something. Smith and Stone, okay. This thing makes me over encumbered. Not the end of the world, I just need to switch to some lighter armor. There we go. This thing is a bit slow, but it hits hard. The weapon art comes out very fast, though. Okay. Go. One flurry of Bloodhound's Finesse while Blood Flame is active is enough to get a bleed proc, while also dealing a ton of damage. Okay. have my shield up here just because I don't want those explosives to hit too hard. Another rune arc. It's not going to be all that powerful unless I use it while having a great rune equipped, so might as well hold on to that. Okay, some more glove warts, I believe around here. What's around here? Is it an omen? No, it's more of those. More of these guys. Okay. Of course. Let's stick with this because it's powerful. The spear is faster, but yeah. Both could be just as good for a bleed build, so. So this guy can drop the impact fang. Marvelous. Oh yeah, I have Faith Knock here on. That'll help when it comes to casting incantations. More upgrade material is always good. I'm going to ignore the omen that's down there. Actually, let me switch this spear. I think the faster moveset will work better. This is why I hate fighting the omen. He managed to knock me out of that. How nice. Oh, his friend isn't going to be as lucky. we go. Backstab. 4. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna call the video off here. It's time for the end card.